So when when you do hit the truth and you know God right there, you start to heal. You just get cleared, cleared. And so very, very intricate dynamic to know in your relationship. But it's not hard when you feel like you're in a situationship and you just know that it's like, no, there's something very like corrosive about the exposure, what you're being exposed to, right? And so then talking about your narcissist or whatever, whatever there. See, here's the thing: is that okay? So you have two things that could be going on. It could be a personality disorder, like you just have a weird personality there. But no, see, some gaps that we can have, whatever it is, if it's unconscious, something else is going to replace it, kind of demonic. So, but I don't know what I just said there. But what I mean is, okay, so yeah, you could be having difficulty with somebody, right? Well, I say, why don't you look at each other's chart? Look at your chart, look at their chart, learn astrology, see if there's any hard squares. It's going to come up. And if you're not like all conscious and aware, practicing love, expanded into being, simply being, or something like this, then you're not going to be able to even communicate, for one. You don't know astrology. And you can't communicate. Well, there's a difference here. You see how that we're kind of different. I have this taste, you have that taste. I mean, like, we're starting to experience a clash. You know, the classic clash in tastes would be the Venus square Venus, and it depends. If you're a highly Venetian person, it's going to stick out. It's going to be a problem. See, if you have a Venus, see, you can be like a Libra or a Taurus rising, and then have a Venus square with a person, and that person too has a Venetian rulership and prominence. Like there are tons of Libra or something, or right, they're Taurian too. But no, but see, yeah. So, but well, it's a factor of the Venus's squaring. That's a taste clash that might not resolve because you can't really hang around a person that's gonna want to make you change away from what you like to eat. See, you can't, I don't know, but you can probably agree with it. There has to be a lot of other factors weighing in, right? But no, they can find that they're kind of with the prominent Venusian chart that you have a Venus, square Venus. It could be that, like, just about everything you do in life is clashing tastes. I mean, it's a clash. You're probably a health nut. They're probably not. And and see, it's two totally different vibrations. What I just said there, because well, I don't know if you know. I don't know about the health nut to say that, but people are trying to remain sensitive enough because they like to be able to hear God. You know, I have been fasting for a while now, and I'm fine. See, what I'm talking about is like, okay, so can you forgive those people and try to have a conversation with them? See, the thing is that they don't have that conversation with you if they're demonic. They are sidestepping. It's strange. That's the problem that comes up. And that's very common. It's common that they have, see, what's happening is they have a demonic entity invading them. It's witchcraft. They have a karma. They probably have a family curse. Yep. Did I mention it before? And I'm going to put this video up January. Same shirt. I'm making these videos. See, there's an infusion of power connection. It's just going to happen. We are open for it. I'm a Mars Pluto person. Not a bad thing. See, there's a lot of people who are fucking twisted, and they'll try to corrupt you because and turn you into how twisted they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a perfect person, and I am sitting here weighing it up, as far as whatever it is that, I can't pick on myself. Um, I do too much already. I think I've been doing that already, and see, but I'm not perfect. See, that's the thing. That's right. And wow, I determined just before I sat down here, I was like, no, Shauna, you just need to start allowing good things to come to you, good people to come to you. Just allow it to come in. It's time to start receiving and allowing good vibrations into you. See, I was down and out with this fucking Neptune opposing I can call it that, but there was also some other stuff going on. It's like over the last 5 years, if you haven't noticed, there's some adjustments we've had made. I mean, do you think that there's a kind of a manufactured something going on that is way beyond our ability to understand? But maybe it is spiritual, and maybe there's a book about it and a story about it, and I don't know, Beds. Are you getting into this fucking movie or not? See, you have to go by a feeling, you know? There's such a thing as instant healing. When you tap the truth, I would say, okay? It's hard, though. See, people are being shot. Pardon me while I close my wood stove because it's cranking and my cat's enjoying it. But I just have to turn it down and get it dampened up, and then really I have to conserve, conserve, conserve. And I'm hoping to just at least, well, I want to be able to pay my electric bill off, at least and then see, because I might run out of wood. Only because I'm trying to preserve my physical stamina. I I I fell in health, right, because I was starving, and I thought I really was really cranking, but I was doing it with like just right, really, I was in the hole already, kind of, and I was like, oh, I'm paying the bill though, and I'm actually eating with the money, too, but things went on to where no, it's kind of a shutout. It's looking weird, and pardon me for being a chosen one and completely fucking targeted. People don't believe that shit. You think we're fucking crazy here. Nah. No. I would love to communicate to you everything that I'm getting downloaded with these days. It's really tough because of the 3D realm. Really, there's a spiritual warfare going on, and it comes through the flesh. And it's really hard to tell who is who. So all we have is our communication, and it's really communications with God. See, if you stay right with relationship with reality, if you stay right in relationship with reality, say in right relationship with reality is what I meant. Pardon me, while it was just all day I was laying, I was butting head with the demon, and they probably don't know that they're spiritually possessed. That's the thing, and there's where I'm just backing away and saying, dude, um, it could come from because that you do have some personality problems or traits or something. You've been led to think something, and you have a lot. And you know what? There is witchcraft that is coming from spiritual. It's a witchcraft that is black. It's not spirited with God. It's demonic, and I would like for it to just get the hell away from me because I love Christ. We may fall down a little bit and get kind of foggy headed about things. We might see, the important thing to know is that they have such resentment. They are always resentful. See, you can fall into that vibration just temporarily, and that's where you kind of attract them. If they're going to take advantage of you, they have to align. you align to them, their vibration somehow, and then they're there. See, they hide their resentment and they do people pleasing and then avoid kind of retreating, like, right? Just to avoid doing the work it takes to be a decent quality relationship there, like, a presence, just a literal decent quality presence. And so, but if they're taken over by a spiritual background that is riddled in witchcraft, which, hi, Catholic Church, I'm sorry to just totally fucking, yeah. All that bullshit, see, they twisted the word. They twisted the word. They put it all down in lowercase. If anything, that's what happened. If you're talking about a word. Huh. Otherwise, you can't fake a vibe and there shouldn't be any. See, there's something here that is brainwashing as fuck. Whew. It's thick in the air right now. For me, I'm targeted. See, I can feel that it just can't get to me. I could break down a little bit. I'm not really. See, here it is, the 29th, and I still have 2 more days to try to raise $200. And see, when people hear this, they think, well, yeah, enjoy the cruise, Shauna. Well, babes, it should be easy for you here. I'm not going to say that it's up to the people to start shifting and swapping money and start campaigning for somebody. No, I'm going to kind of give up on that a little bit. Not really. I'm just saying, babes, how hard is it to? See, it could be a random person. It can. It doesn't have to be the same ones. Those actual same ones. If you have a lot of competition there as far as the bar that they raised as to how to do it. Um, See, because I really am asking. I would love for it to be 100 people that gave me $2. No skinning off their butt. See, but that's kind of. It's possible if I was a high content. I am a high content creator, but what I mean is am not getting attention, I guess. And it's because of the way I title my stuff. If I just say woman starts masturbating on top of a Ferris wheel at Disneyland, I'll get 3,000 views and 600 dislikes, because it didn't give them what they expected. But maybe somebody. See, the problem is with that kind of title, it wouldn't attract very many humane people. I mean, I doubt it. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. Imagine, comment section down below. Do you think that would work? It works to sell anything else. Shitty. Hey, this isn't shitty here. Excuse me. God, you guys. Don't make me throw myself under the bus. I promise you I'm not a hustler. Um, I've been attacked by black magic wishes. Um, I'm dead serious. I've learned so much about it, and I'm just, right now is the time that, okay, so with the Mars opposed Pluto, I've made so many videos coming up. It's just gonna be a huge production, because Mars is heavy duty productor, productivity, industrialized, and I'm also, see, I'm healthy enough to get my downloads and to it's hard to know that right now I have to just see, I'm not receiving downloads right now, and you can get really uncertain about everything that you're doing as far as how it comes in, and then you channel. Oh, hi, did you notice you're on a channel here? Really? Well, how's this? Are you getting through the holidays and shit? Man, it's such a blackout. 100%. I mean, good for you that did you make it in the red? What happened on Black Friday? I don't know, man. This is fucking weird. I don't subscribe, babe. That's something that you probably don't really know about me, and I would love to be able to, I don't know, find out who gives a shit for one, but really it's like this. I'm not really. Um, I'm supposed to write a book. I'm supposed to write a book. And, you should too. I mean, but only if you're a good writer, right? A lot of people know me from my writing. Never mind the interfacing system sent from a out of here. Sorry. My good fans, that aren't even here, I don't know. They know what I said there. All I have to say is the interfacing system. Really, it's your programmer that now talk about that word that was twisted. That's what they talk about that, and it was, and you're on reverse now. It's backwards. Whew! If you knew what I knew, babes, see, I'm pretty dangerous. They don't want, see, if ever, I won't do it. See, we do it a different way. It's called a contagion. It's called, well, I like to say affection, not a contagion. I mean, you're giving an effect with your affection, and that's the contagion. Call it a contagion. But it's different than what academia is doing, and fear of mind. That, well, just if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing. Um, we don't do that around here, by the way. This is just a short time, and when you have a genuine good time, like say bliss happens to you daily, and you experience joy, and you feel fulfilled in whatever endeavor you actually focus on and execute a plan. People don't think, especially the Capricorn people, they don't think that I have that down. And it's like, haven't you noticed I'm a woman now? That's the only goal to become. Ask any of those Indian gurus sitting in the mountains over there. Look at them. Look at them again. If you haven't noticed, I mean, I can only think of a few that exhibit just kind of mainly stark, straight man qualities. But the rest, they kind of exhibit a set of tits, and they're, especially that Maharaji guy that's sitting there, and like he's literally in diapers. He's like, you know what? I'm already born as well, my mommy, and I am a mommy, and I'm going to be a woman, and then this is the way it is. He's like, it's guaranteed that this is the way it is, but it's certainly not working for me, right? I mean, some of these people look really down and out. Look at Mahatma Gandhi. See, I think that, like, say, the Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. Now, if you look at his chart, I think he's a Capricorn, and he's just like, whatever. I know to buy 23 Rolls Royces, and to have my $3,000 glasses on and hat with the Rolodex, and he just says, whatever. This is really a decoration. People are giving me money for a reason, because I'm fucking damn good at what I say. I have freed a lot of people up, and it's not even me. I don't know the guy. You got this. You have to admit that there are people out there that know what they're saying about, and they have freed a lot of people up. Of what, Shauna? What are you talking about? Free? Freedom from the mind. Freedom from being imprisoned and totally enslaved and encapsulated by it. They just were relentless in trying to solve this problem that is a fucking plague, ongoing. You cannot, it's the only thing to do. They'll tell you when you become enlightened, it's the only thing to do is to just start sharing this aspect, and that's called Buddhism, the conversation. And all those people I mentioned, Maharaji, and who's that other guy? I can't say his name, but I love him the most. He is so far out. He just explains, he's a scientist who got into it and said, and if you do take a little, catch a whiff of the true nature of reality, this is just what happens when your third eye is open, though. And see, when you look at this guy, it's hard to tell if he's a man or a woman. He's just kind of soft, And you know what? It's weird. That one there, he is a Capricorn, I know for sure. I don't know if these people are Capricorns. In a certain time era, I guess it worked to be a Capricorn. They had to go through a lot and get their brains washed, and I don't know. I hope they are cool with all the just to, of all of the Earth signs. Apparently, somehow Virgo. What is happening with Virgo? They're having that Neptune oppose them, but Uranus has been trining them. But the Neptune opposition to Virgo has been tough on that particular Earth sign. See, otherwise, we have Taurus that has been going through the um, the Uranus conjunction, which is not easy. They're doing fine, but not really. It's like, let's look how passive aggressive they really get and how pissed they fucking are. Now, I was trying to tell you about that resentment stuff. The game that the narcissist plays, they think that you're that same kind of resentment. See, that's kind of what happened to me is that, I've been exhibiting for the past 3 years or 4 or 5, see, because I've been picked on a lot. And I really kind of threw myself under the bus with all that resentment stuff. See, it's not resentment really. It's more like nah, it wasn't that at all. It's just more like oh, I can handle it. Nah, I don't even need you guys, And so I just kind of, you get kind of, I don't know. I got a hard, I don't know. It's like, oh wow, it's looking like that I can't be myself around these people. See, those aren't your people. See, they kind of God, this is such a tough subject matter. Because if it's like a 99 or whatever, 80% narcissists out there, they're kind of running this game on us that is a very predictable thing. And I did notice it. See, the thing is that I was working with these people. I was working for them. And see, the problem I do, and it's not a problem. See, I have that Venus in Virgo in the 6th house. It's of career. Venus in the 6th house. So I'm thinking that we should have a really good relationship if you're giving me money and I'm giving you a service or vice versa. I happen to think that you should be somewhat almost like a lover, but no. See, I'm just explaining. I mean, no, I have a moon in Aquarius. I have all of that trying my Venus ruled Libra, and I say, no, we're friends. Good friends are jigging together. They're enhancing your what possibly can be. See, the problem with a lot of people is they think that the education system and the system is going to teach you how to just become a success. And they are hijacking you. You can eventually spin off over there, but it takes time for you. And by the time you're 45, babes, and you have anything worth a damn, you have valuable friends around you, right? But see, the thing, God, fucking the subject matter is making me ache. Because it's so much to unpeel now because it used to be that way, Shauna, but now what? Society has changed but see, I say, as far as that friends thing, with the Aquarius, Pluto thing that's going on, it's starting to jostle that part of the organism that says, now what are good friends? Friend, friend. It's always a big subject matter. I mean, you can strewn across my videos. One of the first videos I made, and I was like, I had such the attitude, I guess. And the thing is I don't take it as like the narcissist takes it. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have an attitude, babes. I'm an Aries rising. You're mistaking the kind of person I really am. Just because I cuss and I do show just anger right on the surface. Um, Especially when I'm hurting. That's all. It's like an animal that will snap at you. Sorry, but there you go. How do you approach it? How do you approach it? There's a way to just do the right thing if you're going to approach it and get it out of its trap or whatever's happening to them. If you don't do the right thing, if you trap them more, well, that's called keeping them angry. Yeah. What I just explained right there is what I tried to explain a lot. I mean, it's the scenario that goes on with how your vibrational. See, a narcissist cannot get into your life. They cannot be with healthy temperamented people, confident people. They cannot get close to them. They admire them, yes, they envy them, but there's something about them that the narcissist, uh, they are um, they are full of resentment, and so they mask that, and they start. Well, they can do people pleasing. They can see their. All right, you guys. Look, this is the thing: is that their personality can be that way a little bit. You know, it can kind of be. It could be an innocent envy and an innocent admiration, but then if it's coupled with the demonic spell that they are taken over by witchcraft by way of a family inheritance, they haven't washed that programming away. It's actually systematic witchcraft that's being a hand me down here as the system. It's a big fucking circus out there of just puppeted, fake spirited people that they're about to celebrate fucking New Year's right now, and because New Year's, babes, is over there in spring. That's our New Year's. I mean, you could say that, you know. I mean, what I mean is, we have an inner seasons too, and we have our rebirth and stuff, so it doesn't have to be so outer oriented. So my plan is to try to. I will jump on every opportunity that comes to me now that I'm kind of just. I need to get my energy built up. I've been drained by something that you try to make it safe for you and work out, and it's so hard to tell what's happening, right? Fuck, thanks for listening to some of the stuff. I just kind of diarrhea all over the place, and it's just a season. You know, sometimes we'll go through that low time, and so you won't have a narcissist approach you until you get that low, and they're doing okay. I don't like the subject matter at all, but they do heroism, right? They're a hero complex. That the truth is, babes, if they have that demonic attached to them, they're going to do other stuff that you're going to be like, screech! And it happens in a flash, basically. You know, they're. Right? It can. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. You know, you start to see things, and then you're like, oh, well, you should have a fucking enough freedom to decide. See, that's the thing is with your particular state of having been needy, which it could be emotional neediness, right? Or literal financial, you know, or like maybe you just need some food. Fuck, man, that's basically a lot of people out there. The system has taken our ability to farm and even to have a, you know, look at the chemtrails. It's like impossible to get the right pH balance. I mean, uh, and nobody knows it. Nobody cares, and we don't know how. See, they're trying to depopulate so that now, um, I don't think it's done by malevolent beings. Malevolence will have us breeding out of control and eating each other. But benevolence would see that there's a problem and they would quietly try to exterminate the infection out of the organism. And that's why I say now, and I did, it was in the beginning of, it was in 2015 or 16 that I put my first video up. And I was looking pretty good back then, I must say. The narcissist takes your looks away because they think that they are perfect. And see, they think you are too. See, they have now, this is not talked about much. And I don't like the subject matter because I love people and I would rather try to heal people. And so narcissism has been considered the man's disease. And so they have a mother complex that they see you as their mother. And so there's just two ways that they would see her, all right, as this perfect model that just, ah, everything is perfect. Like she did embroidery or